Hello guys. Let's go for a little journey back into time. uh, this is I'm not sure how much of this game I'll play, but this is a game called Times of Law. That oh wait, I better turn on Switch. I loved this game when I was a kid. Like I had it on my Commodore 64, and it just set my imagination alight. Like just having this game where the world seemed so big and you had to walk real far to get to different locations and stuff, and I don't think there was a real save game. I can't remember. I don't think there was a way to save the game at the time, so I had to finish it all in one day. A long day of a few hours and stuff, and I remember one part where I I played it, and like you have a health bar which is a candle, and as I got hit, I was in this place where there was like a leech who was like a undead king or something like that, and I'd fight, and then my health would be down, and it slowly regenerates over time, so I would have to just leave the game just sitting there as I slowly regenerated health, which I don't know, let's just say it takes like 10-15 minutes before the candle goes back to full again, but that's what I did in those days. So I don't know if I'll finish the game today. Not today. I'm just gonna try a little bit of it. I've been meaning to play a little bit of Commodore 64 anyway on the stream. So basically, this is when you first start the game. It tells you like a little story, and then you get to choose your character and stuff. So let's read what's going on. In the kingdom of Albareth, chaos stirs in the land. 20 years past, Dalwyn the High King had newly ended the 10-year war. Hold on a second. Driving back the invading barbarians, longing for rest. He departed for the homelands to renew his strength. The king left the lands in the care of his steward, a trusted lord of the kingdom. The king never returned. As the only child of Whitman and his wife, you have seen the troubles that the High King's absence has brought upon the weary land. Whoa. Don't you love how it's like there's different music for every page? It's really cool. The barbarians are once again pressing hard on the borders as sounds really cool. As bands break through to roam and pillage. There is internal disunity. The steward tries to keep a semblance of order and harmony, but is unable to command the powers of the High King. The great lords keep to their lands and castles, thinking mainly of their own security, refusing to cooperate. Some lords, mainly those who guard the marches, are developing forces of their own. The use of assassins is becoming common amongst those who desire to settle their grievances. Doesn't this just set your imagination alight? It's just so really cool. Like especially in the days of these, when this came out, like compared to other games at the time. This is by Origin, who is accompanied by Richard Garriott. They also made the Ultimate games, so they're really good. The wizards, the keepers. Oh, it's a beautiful picture, isn't it? The wizards, the keepers of the old ways, are given to reclusive contemplation. Their appearances become more and more unusual as this order unfolds. The Archmage, formerly the confidant of the High King, has been unseen for many years and is thought to have secluded himself within a distant tower in another dimension. A new breed of dark priests, ascetic but of practical devotees to their rituals, whose cult resides in the distant mountain vales, have begun spreading their faith steadily throughout the kingdom. Isn't it so cool? Like, wow, what a setup. Life is slowly changing in Albareth. Even the mood is kind of grim. The scattered farms are disappearing, and the populace has begun to seek the refuge of walled cities and the protection of castles. Only the hardy still abide in isolation or small hamlets. Food has become scarce. Craft and commerce are less common. Trade routes now lie along the rivers and by sea. Travel into the interior is uncertain and often dangerous. There is still sea trade with lands to the south and north, but dealings with the homelands have ended. Amazing what they can do with 64 kilobytes of memory. Like, the pictures are beautiful, really. Your family refused to take refuge within the city walls, but sent you to stay with a wealthy but childless uncle in the capital, Erlen, the Emerald City of the Elder Conquerors, is the very heart of Albereth, through which travellers and their stories pass constantly. Recently, new rumours have begun to fly. Some say a mass attack by barbarians is imminent, and that the wizards and their protection are finally lost. Others speak of strange messages received from the High King and Archmage Iriel. I love it. The music's so cool. Very exciting. What is certain is that the steward has summoned a council to gather the remaining powers of the kingdom. The foretelling stones, whose keeper is the warden of the northern marches. The tablet of truth held by the southern marcher Lord Hydric, and the king of the ring of the Archmage. Together, it is hoped, these magical artifacts can summon back the High King and his Medallion of Power, the spiritual keystone of the realm and the source of High Kingship. Tension rises as the powers and their keepers are slow in arriving. Well-known adventurers are being summoned to undertake risky but well-paying missions. Your uncle has just passed on, and eager to prove yourself, and you decide to seek adventurous employment, and what it will bring. You set out in search of a meeting place where adventurers might hope to be recruited. Aided by your uncle's wealth, you've been free to choose your own life's course and perfect your skills. This is cool. This is so cool. You get to choose between 3 characters. It's so cool. Like, man, as a kid, this just lights up your imagination. It lit up my imagination, really. The moment hath arrived in which you must choose the one who shall bear your fate. Here stand a knight of unfailing courage, a Valkyrie both strong and beautiful, and a barbarian of matchless might. With the joystick and buttons, select the character who shall live in this world in thy name in times of war. Isn't this cool? Like even now I'm just thinking, like, which character do I want to be? I can't remember who I used when I finished the game. And I actually don't know if it probably does, because I feel like the choice would change the stats maybe of the character. I'm just going to quickly Google if there's any difference between the characters, because I never knew that as a kid. Just want to quickly check out. The 3 characters have same attributes, same attack, everything. The only difference is their luck. The Barbarian wins less items from defeated enemies. The Valkyrie wins more. Is that it? In the computer ports, the Valkyrie sprite is smaller than the other 2, therefore her hitbox is smaller too. This provides some sort of extra defense. Hey, this is funny. Although the word knight and horseman have the same meaning in a medieval setting, there are no horses in times of law. Therefore, the knight in this game is just a horseless horseman. Why would someone write that? That's so funny. So really, the stats are all the same. But the barbarian wins less items from defeated enemies, and the Valkyrie wins more. So I guess it's a difficulty thing, like standard. So if I play the barbarian, it would just make it harder. But he looks cool. I can't remember who I was. So for this playthrough, I'm pretty sure I never would have played the Valkyrie when I played as a kid. So maybe we should try her this time. Like I might have tried her out, but never played with her. Who do we want to be? Knight? Barbarian. I always like being a barbarian in general. What do we reckon? Knight? It's like, you know when you start a RPG, like the time I spend the most is like making the character and choosing the character. It's a big choice. Man, she looks pretty. Even she's just pixels. They hired a good artist. I can say that. Who shall we be? The whole Let's Play is just gonna be me doing this. And I mean the entire series. Alright, let's just be her, because I probably would not have picked her as a kid to play the full thing. Oh, wow, cool. Though you grew to womanhood far from your people, none could deny that the warrior maiden's heritage of courage and ferocity was yours from birth. Oh crap, I read too slowly. But since you're watching no you're not. Some people are watching on Twitch, so but you could rewind and watch. Let's assume it just said she is beautiful and strong. That was cool. I like the graphics. I don't know, even though it's so simple, it looks good to me. It looks really good. Even though like today the graphics are so much better, but I just like them. Like what they could do with just very minimal memory, like it's incredible. So maybe this first Let's Play will be quite short, but while I'm waiting for that, I will. Oh, you know what I used to do when I was a kid? Like, sometimes games would take so long to load, like, I'm saying like 10 minutes or something, 5-10 minutes. I would just like walk around the house, like very small steps, like as a circuit to help like pass the time as it would load. These are the things we used to do. Welcome to Times of Law. It is midday. Oh wow, it's like in real time. Isn't that cool? It is like actually in real time. I still remember this game. It's so cool. Like looking. If you look back at this game, you might think, oh, the graphics are not great, but like at the time, it was really good. your hunger. And do you have to eat in this game to heal as well? Gosh, I can't remember. Taking some rations from your pack, you quell your hunger. Wow. Automatically ate. So I should pack rations, I guess? Can I just sleep in the bed? I remember there was a guy downstairs that starts you on your first quest. So the button actually makes you hit. Is there another button? It is. Is there another button? Are all the buttons the same? Let's go downstairs. Oh, I have to press a button? How do I go down? Ooh, isn't that cool? So, how do I talk? I remember the dude was just here. That's the guy. He sends you on your first mission. Let's go talk to him. But how do I talk to him? Whoa. The prior says, "Greetings, adventurer." Or, burden rests heavy upon my heart. And so I... What? I humbly request your aid. 2 weeks passed. A caravan was sent from Ryder, bearing the foretelling stones. The caravan was raided by orcs in the dark forest, and the stones were the stones were lost. Please seek out these brigands and regain the stones for the kingdom. Will you accept this task? How do I choose? Do I say yes? Reply yes. What do you say to the prior? I reply yes. You say to the prior yes. The prior looks at you and says, "Thank you. I foresee a true greatness in you. Thank you." Start chit chat. You gesture to the prior and say, "Nice weather we're having." That's so funny. Chit chat. The prior looks at you and says, "Yes, has been quite nice." That's so funny. I never remembered this from as a kid. I mean, ask a question. Rumors. I remember you talk to the tavern guy and he would tell you rumors around town, around the place. You turn to the prior saying, "What's the news from around the kingdom?" The prior looks at you and says, "Sorry, but I can't help you there." Okay, how do I get out of this? How's life been treating you? Alright. It's funny. Do I look at him now? There are no objects to examine. Okay. How did I get to that screen? So I press space. Oh, that's how you do it. You are holding nothing. You also have 78 gold coins and 2 portions of food. Cool. So spacebar is the interaction. Whoa. Looking you in the eyes, the old man says, "I remember the days when we had a united kingdom." Cool. Oh, I want to space on a save state. Snapshot. Save. I forgot how to save, sorry. Hopefully that works. Alright, let's talk to him. Looking you in the eyes, the innkeeper says, "Greetings and welcome to the Frothing Slosh Tavern, where the meat The mead is strong and the food is nourishing. These games made me like want to drink mead and ale and all that stuff. Okay, let's chit chat. The innkeeper faces you and says, "Have you heard about the raiders of the forest?" Oh, let's say no. And tell me more. Looking at the innkeeper, you say no. The innkeeper looks at you and says, "Well, a group of orcs infest the northern wood." Start chit chat. You say to the innkeeper, "I hope all is well with you." The innkeeper faces you and says, "I'm fine, thanks." I like to have the chit chat option. Oh, and by the way, what may I do for you? Ask a question. Rumors. You say, "What's the news from around this kingdom?" The innkeeper looks at you and says, "I've heard tell of what? Magical boots in Trila." You know what? I remember getting these boots. They make you walk faster. It was really cool. The innkeeper looks at you and says, "Greetings." Okay, he's repeating himself now. Ask a question. I want to buy provisions. Completing the deal you gave. Oh, already. Wow. Yes, I have heard because you just told me. Oh, is that also? You're hungry. All right. I want to see what I'm carrying now. I want to. How much? I got 4 portions of food. That should be right. Where's this dude going? Oh, you know what else I remembered? If you actually accidentally attack the serfs, then they don't like it. And they remember, I think. And they all start attacking you, which is not good. I want to just talk to him. Oops. Started chit chat. You turn to the old man. "You're looking rather well today." "Why? Well, thank you." Okay, I'm gonna leave him alone. Does he know anything about the orcs? What do you know about orcs? I'm afraid I don't know anything. The continent used to be under the firm rule of what? Velwyn. Velwyn? Night has fallen. Wow, it's nighttime already. I remember. Oh, okay. Let's walk. It's nighttime. People left. Isn't that cool? People have their own schedules, except for the prior who keeps walking around. Alright. I remember it's like a long walk to other places as well. Shall we explore the town a little bit? Oh, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. Because it's nighttime, right? How do I pick it up? Spacebar? Oh. Bag full. Oh no. How did I used to dodge? It We'll see how I needed to heal. How do you dodge? Do you have to dodge when they shoot things at you? Interesting. Oh, I remember I used to have this axe thing. Ah, damn it. Shot. My health's gone down already. I think the king is here. No, well, the steward. Is that the best way to fight them? I don't know. The guard looks at you and says, "The regent has no business with you. Good day." So I can't go and talk to him yet? The door is locked. Okay. I think with this game, it's like you have to do certain things before you can progress in the story, which is kind of cool. And I remember I have to go north. The red scroll. What does that do? So many houses. That's kind of cool. Yeah, as a kid, it just felt like this world was huge. It really was. It took a while to walk places. I should once I finish exploring, I should get lodging to max out my what you call it, health again before I go north. You remember there's a whole orc camp and everything? So cool. I always wanted to write a story about this adventure. Like, yeah, later on you get this cool axe that you can throw. It's so cool. Is there more around this town? You can't run, can you? Can you run? Or do you pick up speed if you just keep going straight in the same direction? Wow. These are the orcs anyway. There'll be a lot of them in the north. I think I've kind of got the hang of fighting again. All came back. My childhood skills have all come back. It's cool. Didn't die too much. Yeah, my skills are back. Alright, let's go get lodging. I wonder how much lodging costs. Doesn't matter. Should be good to have what do you call it? A fairly high health bar before we head up north. Oh, missed me. Alright, let's go. I'm hungry. Let's go get lodging. Ask for lodging. Cool. 10 gold coins, that's cheap. Full health. Wow. It's dark. Welcome to the time of the law. Is this to save my progress? Cool. Good thing is I've got my full health. Alright guys, let's go. Let's go. Let's go north. I want to get more provisions. Let's go guys. Does this guy have anything to say? You talk to the serf and say, nice weather we're having. Yes, has been quite nice. Last question. Rumors? What's the news around the kingdom? This guy doesn't know much useful things. Alright. He's just here to eat or drink. Doesn't want to chat to anyone. Alright. We're gonna go north, guys. And follow his path north. I used to know the way as well, pretty well. It's because it's daytime, we won't get attacked as much, I think. I remember we had to wait for quite a while. Actually might end the let's play soon anyway. Whoa! I wonder if the red scroll is for health. Cool, I'm getting... Too bad in this game there's no XP or anything like that where I begin... I'm like leveling up as I go, killing more people. I don't think it's like that type of game. It's more like a Zelda type game where you don't really level up in that sense. You just get items and stuff maybe. Wow, that was really efficient. I wonder if nowadays it will feel smaller because I've played more games. But in like when I first played this game, I swear it felt so massive. Oh wait. A woodsman faces you and says, "Welcome, friend. I don't get many visitors out here with all the orcs about. Let's talk." Oh, don't want to accidentally talk. So there's a woodsman here. Can I check out his house? Maybe talk to him a bit? Okay, let's talk. I'm going to go up and press space. It's cool. Ah, you've paused. I paused. Start chit chat. Nice weather we're having. Yes, it's been quite nice. I wonder why. Oh, and by the way, I love the solitude of the forest. Rumors. What's the news from around here? From around the kingdom? Can't help. Orcs. He should know about orcs. What do you know about orcs? The woodsman looks at you and says, "A vicious lot they are. The road is barely safe to travel with their camp being so close." Let's ask about the camp. What do you know about camp? Beware, the camp lies at the end of a winding trail through the woods. The path is north of the pool, which is further along this forest road. So when I see the pool, go north. The woodsman faces you and says, "Welcome, friend." Okay, he's repeating now. That's cool. Can I just observe him? The red scroll. I'm just looking at the red scroll. Okay, it's covered in runes. Okay, let's go. Let's go, guys. Should save here, right? Save. Save. Okay, I'm getting a little bit sleepy now. So let's just walk a little bit further and then stop. Although it would have been a good spot to stop right here. Feels so good. With the woodsman, right? I think it's a good spot. Ah ha ha ha. Get my money. I reckon, yeah, I think here's a really good spot to stop. And I'm not sure if I will continue or not, but at least we've dabbled in Times of Law. I've really wanted to do a little play of a stream of Times of Law for ages now. It's been on my mind. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and that's a sample of this game. It's really big. Like, there's a lot of stuff to do. Like, probably not big compared to today's games that takes like 20 plus hours or more to finish. But this, like, you could do it in one day. But yeah, I really love this game. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.